My friends, tonight I'm kind of revisiting my Vox VT40X. I've been messing around with helixes and with all kinds of different pedals and Boss R200s and things, and just realizing that there are just awesome sounds and just some of this amp is technology from 7 years ago, right? I've got a boutique sound. Just realizing, man, I could mic up this amp or go direct, or even go into a impulse response, something like the IR200, and you might not even need something like a helix. There are so many things you can do. With the helix, there's just so many options. It's almost too many options. But for great guitar sounds, I was just having fun last night. Just opened up Tone Room and started messing around with some of these sounds again. And that 12AX7 really still sounds great in the preamp. I mean, so it is a digital amp in that the amplifier itself is not a tube amp, but it has a 12AX7 built into it. And it just sounds awesome. Still it does. Wicked. I'm not going to sit here and bore you tonight with going through lots of different stuff. I thought I would just show you this particular preset because it is pretty cool. This is my boutique amp, of course, and here you can see how I've got it set. I've got how I got the bias. You know, I've got it both. I got the AB going. What to AB? I got a class AB. Bias is hot. I got my noise. This is a pretty cool thing I never have really centered on much. The noise reduction sensitivity on this VT40X, VT20X is pretty cool. I'm micing this up with a Zoom H2N. So you might hear a little bit of noise. Let me back this off. That's really what's there, right? You can see what happens. And this is a really good noise reduction type. It doesn't cut off the sound too much or anything. I mean, it's not an abrupt shut off. It's not like some, really cheesy noise gate. Pretty cool. So I also have in here, I have the gold drive, which is the Klon. And you can see how I have that set, my drive and my tone and my level and everything. I've got a tape echo, kind of wanted that old school kind of sound of the tape echo. And here's how I have my tape echo set. Here's how I have my Hall. And very often I use plates rather than Hall, but for this particular tone, it sounded pretty good. And I kind of like it. videos about the Vox VT20X and VT40X. This is the 40 I'm playing tonight. may start using this when I go out doing a dual amp setup. I might be using the GT100 Fender on one side. I almost wish I had the 100 watt version of this amp. It's something I might save up for and look for, see if there's maybe I can get a deal on one somewhere on Reverb or something. This amp is very awesome. Right now I just barely have it turned up tonight, but this amp will get very loud for a 40 watt amp. I still would like something that would be like the equal of the GTX 100 back here though. And seriously, I still favor my very favorite clean sounds and dirty sounds out of a combo amp are what I'm getting out of this Vox. It still to this day holds up. It's just a great amp. Like I said, I could go through a dozen sounds. I would bore you. Those of you seen those videos before, you know kind of what I've been getting out of it. I might do some more videos about this though, because it really is a killer amp. The only problem is it's not as flexible as some of the other ones. I can't move the chain around a whole lot. It looks, the way it shows it here, it looks like the hull is in front of the amp. Maybe that's true. It doesn't sound like it is. But you know, there's just, you can't do the things that you might want to try to do. So you can't move these things around like that. It's sort of a set way that it just goes. You're going to get your drive effects like the gold drive. Or you see what you've got here is your options. Echoes here, you see what I've got here is my options for that, or you know, for the delays and things like that. And of course, you have got phasers and flangers and stuff in here, and then you got your reverbs, and then you got your amps. And you have 20 amps, which is a really pretty good selection of amps here. I mean, it's quite an amazing. It's 20. But it's 20 of the really good ones, you know, and Vox does them very well. I mean, here's Boutique Metal. Let's just switch out for a second. See what this sounds like with the Boutique Metal amp. Much fun to be had. Vox VT40X, Vox VT20X if you want to go smaller. This one can be cranked back, sounds great cranked back. This is very low volume in the room here. Just wanted you to hear tonight. What's available with the old technology if you still favor sort of tube type distortion, and I do. Peace to all of you who watch. Subscribe to the channel if you like.